From Interior Alaska's most trusted news source, this is the Fbx Evening News Weekend Edition.
Good evening and welcome to our Saturday edition of the Fbx Evening News. I'm Katie Looper. Our top story tonight. A combined task force arrested 31-year-old Anchorage man Friday on several sex trafficking, sexual assault, and weapons misconduct charges. Xavier Benson was charged with 12 counts for allegedly operating a sex trafficking and prostitution enterprise in Anchorage, Fairbanks, Juneau, and Kenai. Several of the charges relate to instances where Benson allegedly assaulted the women he trafficked, both sexually and physically. Police say Benson attempted to silence the women by threatening them. Law enforcement officials say the number of trafficking cases in the state is increasing, due in part to easy advertising on the internet, but also because of Alaska's high rate of sexual assault and domestic violence. Marijuana becomes legal in Alaska next Tuesday, and on Monday, the Fairbanks City Council will take public comment and vote on whether or not to fine people who are caught consuming marijuana publicly within city limits. The council will hear its second reading of an ordinance that bans the public use of pot and defines a public place. It also sets a fine of $100 for violations. Statewide marijuana legislation will not be in place by Tuesday's effective date of ballot measure 2. Under the measure, municipalities were granted certain levels of control. City Councilman David Pruse downplays the ordinance he authored. He says the fines will be equivalent to that of a parking ticket payable to the city of Fairbanks and not the state.
We have a police force of 47 police officers, so they will be writing a ticket for the state of Alaska if we don't have an ordinance in. So the thought was, okay, are we wasting those resources, that 3 hours of a policeman's time on that? Where if we write an ordinance, then it's on our side, and a person who gets the ticket, and that's all it is, it's like a parking fine. They can go and pay it at the city clerk's office, or if they want to protest it, they can go to district court.
A 5% tuition increase has been approved by the University of Alaska Board of Regents. The board decided in favor of the increase by an 8-2 vote on Friday. The increase will be effective next fall. A tuition hike was voted down by the board in September. Regents said last week, however, that they were forced to consider the current tuition hike because of economic uncertainty about the 40% of UA funding that comes from the state. That funding is currently threatened by widespread budget cuts. The increase approved Friday works out to roughly $8 per each lower division credit hour. With temperatures on the rise, the roads have become more dangerous. Warming temperatures are making roads a treacherous place for interior drivers. Authorities are reminding those behind the wheel that it's important to take their time in order to ensure their own safety and the safety of those around them. Drivers are warned to give themselves plenty of space before stopping in a light in order to prevent accidents due to sliding. Intersections are the main area of concern on the road because of ice accumulation. Fairbanks Police Officer Rick Sweet shared more tips on how to stay safe on the road.
Just slow down. Consideration of others, that goes a long way. Turn signals, slowing down as well. You know, clearing left and right before you make those lane changes, and that goes through whether it's slippery or not. Just being considerate of others. Stay in your lane. Don't be in a hurry to get somewhere, particularly now. Remember, you're not the only person on the road. You may be in a hurry to go somewhere, but the other people may not. You have to respect that they have a right to be on the road just as much as you have a right to be on the road.
This afternoon, UAS Holbert Terrain Park hosted a contest for local skiers and snowboarders. The event catered to all age groups, and with warm temperatures throughout the day, plenty of people came out to enjoy the soft snow. The park's employees worked tirelessly to make sure that features were set up in time for the contest. Without a snowcat, they have had to hand dig every feature and bring in additional snow into the park one sled load at a time. The terrain park is now in its third year and is under new management headed by Paul Dick and Josh Martinez. And when we come back, people around town got to learn the basics of cutting firewood and using wood stoves. Also, the Literacy Council held its 23rd annual Biz-Bee Spelling Bee Thursday night. Stay with us. Welcome back. Members of the public learned the basics of cutting firewood and using wood stoves efficiently today thanks to a university workshop. The University of Alaska Fairbanks Cooperative Extension Service and the Yukon River chapter of the Society of American Foresters hosted the event at the Murray Building on campus. The 4-hour-long workshop brought in several experts, sharing their secrets about where to find firewood, how to use a chainsaw, cutting down a tree, and how to properly use and maintain a wood stove. For those unable to attend, Extension Service Forester Glenn Holt shared that the most important thing to remember about cutting and gathering wood is personal safety.
And some of that gear I have on hand for you today. First of all, you would start out with steel-toed boots to protect your feet, a heavy coat that doesn't get snagged in the brush. This hard hat will keep you from getting bonked on the head with serious injury, and even a small branch can kill you. Eye protection, in this instance, this helmet has a face screen, and then ear protection to keep you from damaging your hearing. Heavy leather gloves, and that's to keep you from getting injured. So this is part of the personal protective equipment that the University of Alaska Fairbanks recommends for the personal use firewood cutter.
The Women in Agricultural Conference trained hundreds of female farmers today across Washington, Oregon, Idaho, and Alaska. Making sense of marketing and putting your best boot forward were the focus of today's event, and this is Alaska's first year participating. They spent the day expanding their knowledge in marketing agricultural products through 2 guest speakers and a variety of engaging group exercises. Farmers learned what tools and techniques are critical to a successful marketing plan. Jennifer McBeth, an event facilitator, said it's important to have this training in Alaska because she believes we have a great need for it, but lack a lot of expertise due to location and small-scale farming.
This is going to be a lifelong learning experience. This is just the beginning of the first one. And then there's going to be a follow-up in May. Participants in this conference from Alaska have the opportunity to raise certain questions, of course, and also we have an opportunity to set agenda for the future.
Thursday night, the Literacy Council of Alaska held its annual spelling bee at the Westmark Fairbanks Hotel. Monty Bowen tells us more about the event and about what the Literacy Council does.
It was the 23rd annual BizBee, the spelling bee to raise money for the Literacy Council.
16 teams coming out to help support literacy, help change lives through literacy, who are looking to be the best spellers in the interior of Alaska.
The 3-member spelling teams came from different businesses and agencies.
We've got teams that deal in asphalt, we've got teams like Lowe's, we've got teams from the Downtown Rotary and teams from the university. So a wide spectrum of people competing for the glory and the title of being the best spellers.
The Literacy Council has been providing service to the community for about 40 years.
And we work with English language learning adults. So we have adult education programs, and then we also have school-age programs where kids can be tutored, or where we can do programs at low-income housing and working with other children in the community, helping to provide educational services.
The Alpha Bees were the winners of Thursday night's spelling contest at the Westmark. A team just happened to be fielded by the Literacy Council. They're always looking for people to help out.
And if folks are interested in tutoring or being involved with education, they can give us a call at 456-READ, R-E-A-D, or they can find us at literacycouncilofalaska.org.
This is
Joe Cook has a special report about the Nanook Rifle NCAA qualifier today. That story more in sports after this break.
Welcome back, Interior Sports fans. Joe Cook here this Saturday with your local weekend sports. The 31st Iron Dog race had its first ever ceremonial start in Anchorage today. The restart will be tomorrow in Big Lake. There are plenty of events to kick off the start of the 2031-mile race, which included a parade and meet and greet with the teams and a lot more. There has been a change to the trail, though, because of open water near Galena by Bishop's Rock. The trail will use an overland portage from Galena to Koyukuk. This will add 15 miles between the Galena and Caltech checkpoints, which is already a 98-mile distance. 37 pro class teams will race from Big Lake to Nome, the Nome to Fairbanks to claim this year's title. This morning, the Natick Rifle team shot their NCAA qualifier match against a special guest, but the Natics did very well today, shooting a new program record 2,346 points in small bore. Tim Cherry led UAF with a 589. Ryan Anderson, he shot a 598 in air rifle, 2 shots from being perfect. Shooting alongside the Natics were the Fighting Engineers of Division III Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology out of Terre Haute, Indiana. Today was their last match as a program. Their rifle team will be cut from athletics next year. UAF head coach Dan Jordan is friends with Rose-Hulman head coach Jason LaBella and invited his team to have their final match in Alaska.
I'm happy to be here having it. It's sad for me, especially. I've been with the program for 15 years. Get another reason to go out with a bang, no pun intended, and come here.
For our shooters, they're sad to see a program leave. That's always something that you don't want to see happen. And so them knowing that this is their last thing, I think it means a little bit to them. And then for Rose to be able to come up, it's going to be a memory that these shooters and the coach are, they'll never forget.
Alaska senior swimmer Margot Adams went out with a bang in the Pacific Collegiate Swimming and Diving Conference Championships on Friday. Adams won her 4th straight 100 butterfly PCC SC title. She won in 54.49 seconds, which clinches an NCAA Division II championship berth for Adams in her signature event. She's just the 2nd swimmer to win 4 straight conference titles in Alaska's 10-year conference history. Fellow seniors Danielle Lyons and Gabby Summers were all conference with top 8 finishes in the 400 medley and the 100 backstroke. We'll have final results from Saturday's final day and the weekend recap on Monday. Switching to Ice Dogs, Friday night was truly a moment to remember at the Big Dipper. Check this out.
After a 9-month battle with Ewing sarcoma cancer, chemotherapy, radiation, living in Seattle at Ronald McDonald House, the support of his family, hockey fans, the Fairbanks community, Justin Woods, cancer.
Before the Ice Dogs started their series against the Keystone Ice Miners, Justin Woods, a former Ice Dog and sophomore Natick defenseman, received a standing O at the puck drop. Woods is back home after winning a 9-month battle with Ewing sarcoma. It was also parents' night for the team. The first period went scoreless. The Keystone, they would strike first just 10 seconds into the second period. Power play goal by John Hall. The Ice Dogs, though, they answered quickly. A minute later, Lonnie Clare, he tied the game on a power play after the Hans Goroski and Ethan Somoza helpers, but the Ice Miners, backstopped by goalie Alex Blankenberg, who made 28 saves, went on a run. Keystone's offense was powered by Austin Ramzek's hat trick. Keystone scored 4 unanswered. The Ice Miners in Fairbanks' 5-game win streak with a 5-2 win, which stops their own 4-game skid.
I think we just kind of clicked as a team. Fairbanks is a good team, and we just kind of came together and got a good win.
We can't expect to be a championship caliber team if we're not willing to do the little things against teams other than Kenai River. I think since November we're probably a 500 team against teams that aren't Kenai River. So hopefully that message sinks in a little bit with our guys, and we have to come out and be better tomorrow.
And a local skier joined an elite group at the ASAA Nordic Skiing State Championships. West Valley senior Max Donaldson won his 3rd straight Ski Meister title. Donaldson won the award by 12 seconds over South's Hunter Wonders on Friday. After losing the 7.5K Classic by 20 seconds on Thursday, Donaldson won the 10K Freestyle by almost 9 seconds on Friday. Donaldson is the 5th skier since 1980 to win 3 in a row. West Valley's Hannah Boyer won her 3rd straight back in 2012. Lydia Blanchett of West Anchorage won the Girls Ski Meister Award. The West Valley boys are 3rd going in today's relays. The West Valley girls are 9th. Last night, West Valley went on the road to face the North Pole Patriots in basketball. It's the last regular season meeting between the two teams. The West Valley girls, they won 44-7, clinching the MAC title. The boys, they won it sweep. It was close after the first. West Valley led just 17-13. Shane Hirsch, he gets his 2nd double-double in as many games with 22 points and 12 boards, but the Wolfpack will balloon their lead, outscoring the Patriots 59-31 in the next 3 quarters. Daniel Hornbuckle is back as he drops a game-high 35 points. The Wolfpack win back-to-back MAC games with a 76-44 win. Another Friday night hoops action. Lathrop bounces back by sweeping Palmer on the road. The boys won 68-38, led by Jaden Whiteside 16 points. The girls ended a 4-game losing streak with a 54-37 win over the Moose. And the Aurora Conference at Allison Air Force Base, the Hutchinson Hawks, they sweep the Ravens in Aurora Conference play. Hutch girls win 50-34, and the boys, they roll 78-51. Monroe, they sweep Delta Junction on the road as well. The boys roll 67-39, and the girls, they win 41-13. We end tonight with the 2015 Yukon Quest recap. This year's race was one to remember. At 10:52 on Monday night, Brent Sass crossed the finish line in Fairbanks to win his first Yukon Quest title. Alan Moore, the two-time defending champion, he came in second, ending an exciting, close second half to this race. Ed Hopkins was third, and Rookie of the Year Damon Teffer, he was fourth, and Hugh Neff was fifth overall. And we have aerial shots courtesy of Alex Gibbs of Hometown Hero. Lance Mackey finishing. Mackey took 14th overall with his new comeback kennel, as you look at him cross that line. He had a young dog team as well. Rob Cook, he earned the Red Lantern as he was the last of 16 mushers who finished in a 26-musher field for this year's Yukon Quest. And that's it for Saturday Sports. Remember to tune in Monday for the weekend recap. Katie Looper is next with weather, and we'll catch you next time.
Welcome back to our Saturday edition. So Joe, nice temperatures out there, nice sunny skies. However, we do want to be careful on the roads now that it's getting really slick out.
It is slick out there. Some of those intersections can be a little treacherous. But
yeah,
it's feeling good out there. I mean, it's definitely an improvement, so I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, other than that, I mean, I can't complain at all.
Yeah, I really can't.
All right, well, let's take a look at our weather for today. There's a normal high today of 13 degrees, a normal low of -12. Our record high got up to 41 in 1977, and as cold as -54 in 1932. Our sun rose at 8:30 this morning, and it sets at 5:43 this evening. Our daylight equals 9 hours and 13 minutes altogether, with a gain of 7 minutes. All right, now around the state today in Juneau and Ketchikan, they're experiencing rain showers around 40 degrees, same with Anchorage and Kodiak. Cold Bay's looking nice around 40 degrees with cloudy skies, clear skies in Bethel at 41, and partly clear skies in Nome at 32. A little cloudier in Barrow at 0 degrees, and then nice warm temperatures in Fairbanks, 26 degrees with partly sunny skies. All right, now for our lower 48. It's sunny in Seattle at 54 degrees. There's a lot of rain in our south today. Las Vegas, Phoenix is raining, but nice temperatures for them around 70 degrees. Dallas is experiencing rain showers, same with New Orleans and Miami. Yet again, nice temperatures around the 70s for them. And they're up in New York, 30 degrees with sunny skies. All right, for next week, it's going to be super active. Lots of dry temperatures in the northwest, showers in our southwest, but it's going to be really, really cold in the north with frigid and brutally cold temperatures. And then down there in our south, it's going to turn into rain with icy roads and sunny skies in Miami. All right, for back in Alaska on the North Slope, scattered snow showers in Barrow and Fort Yukon, cloudy with likely rain showers in Nome, -5 in Barrow, 14 in Fort Yukon, and 29 degrees in Nome. All right, for the interior tomorrow, chance of isolated snow showers in Fairbanks, mostly cloudy in Healy, and a chance of freezing rain in Delta, nice temperatures in the 20s. All right, now on our east side of the state, rain showers in Juneau, mostly cloudy with a chance of rain in Ketchikan, and temperatures there at 37 and 38. All right, now on our west side of the state, rain showers for Homer, rain is likely in Kodiak and Cold Bay, and then again temperatures around 40 degrees. And lastly, for our south central region, rain showers in Anchorage and Homer, rain and snow mix for Valdez, lots of rain around the state today, and temperatures again in the 40s. All right, now for tonight's forecast, 17 degrees, mostly cloudy with a chance of isolated snow showers and a chance of freezing rain, so watch out. Same with tomorrow at 34 degrees. And now lastly, for our extended outlook, really nice temperatures in the 30s nearly all week. Our nightly temperatures are going to decrease a little bit, but seriously, nothing to complain about. And now we want to introduce our new Saturday sports anchor, Mike Fussell.
It's great to be here. Thanks. What's going on, Mike? As you have seen, I've been filling in on Saturdays till we replace someone, and we have. So, Mike, how do you like Alaska so far?
I'm glad to be here so far. People make the place, and everyone's been pretty welcoming, including you guys, so it's been great. I look forward to being on the team.
Yeah, and he got here like when it was, 30 below, 40?
Yeah, it was -40, so things feel great today.
That's good. Well, welcome aboard. Glad to have you. You know, he'll be doing Saturday sports for you guys. So.
Yeah, and you said you're from Ohio, so you're probably pretty used to the snow at least.
Yeah, the snow. Definitely the snow. Not so much the really cold temperatures, but
make it easier to adjust.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
You know. All right.
It'll be warmer up here soon, so the spring and the summer be coming around. It's going to be really nice.
Yeah. All right, well, that'll wrap up our Saturday edition of the Fairbanks Evening News. We're glad you could join us.
Join us here 6 days a week at 6 and 11 or online anytime at webcenter11.com. And Fussell, take us out, man.
From all of us here at the News Center, have a good night.